Guys, let's be honest. How many of you feel completely drained? Like you are stuck in an endless loop of routine tasks. There was a time when you were full of energy, driven by ambition, constantly working toward something. But now, nothing brings joy. You dread getting out of bed in the morning, can't fall asleep at night, and your mind is flooded with anxious thoughts. So, you reach for your phone again, scrolling through reels until you finally pass out. It's a form of procrastination. You are searching for something motivational, just to drown out the noise in your head. The goals that once inspired you have faded, and along with them, your trust in yourself. You feel a growing sense of disappointment in life and in yourself. If any of that sounds familiar, then this video is 100% for you. My goal is to help you get your energy back, to show you real actionable steps that help me personally and that can help you feel alive again. Let me start by showing you a few clips of my daily routine. And no, this isn't about fitness. You will understand what I mean in a moment. The truth is, I simply know there is no growth without discomfort. Growth always comes with pain. And yes, you heard that right. Because if you want to evolve, you have to push just a little harder than last time. Sometimes that means working yourself to the limit. I know what some of you are thinking. Here come the work-life balance advocates, ready to tell me how important it is to protect your well-being. And that's fair. But I have always based my approach on real life experience, not theories from a book. Muscles grow only when they endure micro tears during training, when they literally break down under the pressure, and only then rebuild themselves stronger. That's how real strength is built, through actual stress and pain, not by looking in the mirror and feeling upset that your body isn't good enough. Let me be clear. I don't see myself as a genius or motivational guru. I'm just sharing the mindset I have developed through real struggles, through meeting all kinds of people and going through a lot of different situations. Whether any of this works for you or not, I can't say. But for me, I have completely let go of the illusion that growth can happen in a state of comfort. That's just not how it works. When you are comfortable, nothing truly changes. At best, you maintain your current level of life. But of course, some of you might be thinking, well, what matters to me is balance, peace of mind. I don't want to push myself, I want to enjoy life, and that's a fair point too. But let me ask you this. Aren't you at least a little afraid of never discovering what you are truly capable of in this life? So, if deep down you feel like you were meant for something more, like you could be doing so much more, then I'm going to share with you some brutally honest life rules. They can help you get real results. So the first rule I have already mentioned, there is no growth without pain. The second idea is that even if you are completely against any kind of pressure and want to live your life just enjoying it without any hard effort, know this. You are going to suffer either way. Because it works like this. You either suffer from the effort when you push yourself a little harder than usual, or from inner emptiness when everything seems stable and calm, but there is no excitement, no meaning, no real interest in life. That's actually where all those haters on the internet come from. The ones leaving angry, bitter comments. You have probably seen them. In my opinion, these are usually the people who could have done something if they wanted to, but they gave up a long time ago, and now they are seriously annoyed by those who are still trying. So the choice is yours. Which side do you want to be on in the end? As for me, I know I will always keep growing. Next point, stop believing the critics. It might sound simple, but in practice, it's one of the hardest things you do, because for some reason, we tend to believe criticism more than praise. I'm sure you have noticed this too. I recently heard something in a podcast that explains why this happens. Turns out our brain is wired this way. Even when we are just sitting calmly, not doing anything, 4 out of 5 of our key mental indicators are constantly scanning the social environment. Who said what, how someone looked at us, what someone thinks about us. We are extremely social by nature, and being accepted by others matters a lot to us. But this automatic setting needs to be handled very carefully in real life. Because no matter what, there will always be people who benefit from you not succeeding. And they will criticize you, sometimes subtly, sometimes openly. And you know what the biggest paradox is? These kinds of people are often from your own close circle. Because your personal growth throws them off track. And that's why they will try to pull you back to the average level. Now the fourth tough rule. Start putting yourself to the test. Look, the fastest way to grow stronger and more resilient is to put yourself in situations where you simply have no other option. I think deep down, we all understand this. When there is no way back, your brain switches into a different mode. You become alert, you start finding solutions, and you keep moving forward. Even if you once thought you couldn't handle it. Even if you are young, even if you are inexperienced, you will always figure it out and learn to manage absolutely any situation. And if we zoom out a bit and look at people's lives in general, real growth starts exactly where your comfort zone ends, where you have to endure, risk a lot, and do the things that are scary and really hard for you. So the fifth rule: stop making excuses. Imagine this. You are applying for your dream job. Everything is going according to plan. You are passing all the selection stages. You are motivated, determined, and just one step away, all that's left is to complete a test assignment and send it in by tomorrow. And then suddenly everything falls apart. For example, your child gets sick out of nowhere. Your nerves are shot, you are exhausted, your head's not working anymore, plus maybe some magnetic storm or whatever, and that's it. You just can't manage. On that final day, the assignment isn't ready. You show up, of course, and explain everything to the employer. Sorry, there were objective reasons, a force majeure, things happens. And you know what? They will probably understand, maybe even sympathize with you, but the result will most likely be the same. The job will go to the person who managed to deliver it on time. It sucks, I know, but that's the harsh truth of life. That's why people say, it may not be your fault, but it's still your responsibility. But the most painful part, deep down, you know you could have done more, could have done better. And that's what hits the hardest. That's why, in my opinion, real growth begins where all excuses end. You either give it your all, you step away from that life you dream of. Don't give up, don't quit. I mean it seriously. In almost any field, you can outperform most people just by sticking with it longer. Not quitting after a month or 6 months, but pushing through and making it to the end of the year. Not because you are super talented, not because you have got some genius brain or a lucky break, no. Just because most people give up when they don't see quick results. And here is the key point. Most people don't quit because it's hard. They quit because it's boring, because it means doing the same thing again and again, without applause, without instant wins. And I think that's the moment where the real divide happens between those who keep moving forward and those who abandon everything halfway through. There is a quote that fits perfectly here. The world belongs to those who keep going even when they don't see results. And I believe that's absolutely true. That's when real growth begins. And honestly, all the magic isn't in talent. It's not stopping when things get dull, when it feels pointless, when it seems like nothing's changing. That's when the transformation starts. So guys, that's all for today. If even one idea from this video made you reflect or gave you motivation, a new way of think things, then it was worth recording. Drop a comment below please. tell me what hit you the most. Which of these tough rules really resonated with you? What you are taking with you moving forward? Your feedback means for me a lot. I read everything and it truly motivates me to keep making helpful content for you more often. So support the channel, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. It genuinely helps grow the channel and bring more content your way. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you find it helpful and insightful. See you in the next video. Bye bye.